Hello and welcome friends to our YouTube channel Technical Expert Hackers. Mastering and Ethical Hacking in English welcomes you. Fans, these classes are related to a very important topic called IP address or completely internet protocols. So fans, in this class we will discuss about IP address and internet protocols briefly. Fans, if we are doing ethical hacking, then that is must to know about IP address. So I think before the complete course of ethical hacking, we must need a little bit information about information technology related to internet protocol. So friends, in this class we will discuss about IP address and how this address will work, and different kind of the IP addresses are used, and lots of more practically and theoretically. Friends, mostly of in our previous classes you have seen that uh, if we are tracking someone, then there is a most important thing for track that particular person, that is called IP address. So friends, before we do anything in ethical hacking, we must need to know about the IP address or internet protocol details. So fans, first of all, we know what is IP address. IP address is a 32-bit binary number used to indicate the location of a computer or other devices on a network using TCP and IP. Friends, TCP and IP is the name of protocol, transmission control protocol, and internet protocol. So friends, these IP addresses are used to identify anything which is connected to the network. So this is a particular 32-bit binary number. These addresses are similar to those of your house. They allows data to reach the appropriate destination on a network and the internet. Friends, you have your vehicle number, your car number, your bike number, by which we can identify that particular bike, that particular car, and you also have your address, mention your home and house number. So likewise, in computer field, if we will talk, then by using IP address we can identify any device that is connected to a network. That may be a computer or a wireless adapter and anything. So friends, here you can see in the table IP address maximum values 255. An IP address contain a 255 a maximum value, and 32 bit. 32 bit means that is divided in 4 octet values. Octet means every part contain 8 bits. Then IP address has 4 parts and each part contain 8 bit of data. So friends, here by this table you can understand how the IP address is configured, and we will talk about versions of IP address. Friends, IP address, there are according to the demand and according to the need, there are two kinds of the IP addresses are used: IPv4 and IPv6. IPv Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. As you know, before I before I will explain this, we must need to understand about why we need IPv6. Friends, mostly of us used IPv4 version, and mostly whenever we trace anyone, we sees the number like 192.68.157.5. This is version 4 IP address, and many times we will see the example. In the example you can see IPv version 6 example that is showing. So friends, this is showing the hands. Here you can see the version 6 IP address. So friends, IP version contain 32 bits, while IPv version 6 contain 128 bits. So that is more complicated than IPv version 4, and so you can understand easily by this example. So friends, mostly of version 4 is needed. So IPv version 4 address is divided in 5 classes: class A, B, C and T. And from the table you can understand the class A begin from 1.0 dot 0.1 to 126.255.255. And if we will talk about the devices, how many devices we can connect by using a IP address of class A. So here you can see that in the table that a class A IP address supports 16 million hosts on each of 127 networks. And if we will talk about class B, then the class B IP address supports 65,000 hosts on each of 16,000 networks. So by this table you can easily understand how much a huge amount of the host we can connect to a single IP address. Mostly if we will talk, the mostly of us used version 4 IP address or class C, and that's begin from 192.0.1.1 to 223, and it supports 254 hosts on each of 2 million networks. Fans class D and E are reserved for multicast and for research and development purposes. So mostly class A, B, C are used. And if we will discuss about maximum, which class is used maximum, then the class C is used maximum. So here if you have an IP address, then you can understand by that IP address that may be of class C. And next one is public or private IP address. If we are discussing about the IP address, then these are divided in two categories: public IP address or private IP address. Hence the IP address provided by ISP, that means internet service provider, like 192.168.1.73 is an private IP address, and the IP address which is shown by all the public and by which they trace you is the public IP address. So if you are not understanding about the public and private IP address, let's take an example and let's see it practically. Fans, for that we have to begin Google. So fans, whenever I type what is my IP, this will so use the IP address, and this is your public IP address, fans. And mostly of us mostly times we target the public IP address, not the private IP address. So fans, this is a public IP address, and now we will discuss about the private IP address. So fans, if you want to see the private IP address, and there are different methods. First of all, we can see that IP address by using command. So you have to type cmd in your search box and press enter, and here you have to type a command ipconfig and enter. Friends, when you will type this command ipconfig, then you can easily see the IP address, the private IP address. Friends, this is the command ipconfig. Whenever you press it, and here you can see the IP address 192.168.1.10. this is a private IP address. So friends, you can easily understand the difference between public IP address or private, and you can understand this term by the name public and private. Public is easily can be seen by anyone, and private can't be seen by anyone. That is mostly known by the owner and others. So friends, these are the ways by which we can find a public and private IP address. Next one, I have already tell you how we can check the IP addresses, and there is a different way also, friends. On a taskbar, you have to click on this computer icon, then click on open network, and just you have to click on network and sharing center. Friends, whenever you press on it, just go to change adapter settings, and in local area connection, just right click on it, right click on local area connection properties. After clicking on properties, here you can see TCP IPv4. So we are using IPv4 IP address. Then click on it and click on properties. After then you can see the IP address of your computer. So friends, these are the ways by which we can check the IP address of any computer, and we can identify that which kind of the IP address is that. Hope so friends, you will like this class. And if you want this kind of the videos in future, and if you want the videos related to ethical hacking and the best hacking tricks, so please stay connected with us on our YouTube channel Technical Expert Hackers. Thank you fans, goodbye.